Joining us in studio now is Greg Lambrecht. Greg's the CEO of Singlepoint Incorporated. SING is their stock symbol. Great to see you again, Greg.
Hey, thanks for having me, Don.
Well, now recently we've been talking about your movement into the fantasy sports industry, and you had a big announcement this week.
We did. We came out with a release today that we had our first LOI with a company called Go Draft, and we're really excited to get the first one under our belt, but we're talking to 3 or 4 more that are very, very big in size that we should be following up with some more LOIs.
What I thought was really interesting is how closely your business model fits with the whole fantasy sports sector and how people actually play fantasy sports. A lot of it is really on their mobile device.
Yeah, well, there was that's one reason that my board and we thought the shareholders would be interested in having us do this is that we have mobile technology, mobile payments. So I think that we bring a lot to the industry with our technology. And of course, one of the other reasons we got into this is we're poised to become the first public company that an investor can invest in the fantasy sports market.
Now, you had mentioned once, I know there's a couple of big companies out there, we see them advertising on TV all the time, but you had mentioned that most fantasy sports players actually play across a lot of different levels and companies, not just those 2.
Yeah, it's an interesting business where, FanDuel and DraftKings are the 2 big ones. They're private, but anyway, what I found out is that the fantasy sports player does not just play one site. They'll play 3 or 4 different sites and move around. So that's good news for some of the companies that we're talking about.
Now, I know that these fantasy sports sites, they pay out big winnings to people who correctly identify the winners and the losers and this kind of thing. How does the company make money?
The companies make money, it's kind of a percentage.
Okay.
Think about no matter what happens, whether the player wins or loses, the company makes 10%.
Okay.
Sort of like a casino.
Yeah, okay, I like it.
Yeah.
And so now, in addition to that, is Singlepoint also generating revenue from the mobile payments, or is that something completely separate?
Yes, well, we would generate money from the mobile payments because we would be similar to their processor. Whoever is processing those credit cards, we would charge a little bit of extra fee because of our mobile technology. So absolutely, we would derive revenue from our mobile technology.
Now, of course, last week you were at the convention in Dallas, Fantasy Sports Convention in Dallas. You've talked to a number of different private companies that are considering joining Singlepoint. I'm assuming that over the next several weeks we're going to get more announcements like this?
We really are. In fact, I'm even quite surprised of the attention that we've gotten from some of the largest fantasy sports companies, some that are just under FanDuel and DraftKings that are interested in our strategy, which is a roll-up. I think everybody understands that if we can kind of be a team and roll up 4 or 5 companies, we can get closer to FanDuel and DraftKings in size.
That's fascinating. Once again, the company is Singlepoint Incorporated, stock symbols SING. Congratulations on this. I know it's a big move for you.
Yeah, well, it has been a big move, and it's really working out well. So we're really excited about Sing, and we're looking for some big things in the next 30 to 60, 90 days.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.